Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am breaking up the Disney content, the Disney vlogs from the trip, and I just have not stopped thinking about all the park food that we had and all of the park food that I've had in the past. And it's just not fair that it's just available there. But there's a catch to that. You can literally make it at home if you feel like it or if you're able to cook well. So hopefully I'll be able to recreate some of my favorite park snacks here today. And these are actually park snacks that I have not been able to try yet. I've just seen other people eat them and either I forget when I'm there, or I don't have time to go, or I can't find it, whatever. Today we're gonna be recreating two Disney park snacks that are absolutely iconic, and we're gonna be making them in an air fryer. So this is the Aukey Home Alpha Elite air fryer, and thank you to Aukey for sending this over to me. I can't wait to share it with you guys, and if you see me using it and you think, oh my gosh, that would make my life so much easier, I have a 40% off Amazon promotion code for you guys in the description below. So make sure you check that out. If you are dying to get an air fryer, now is the time, because 40% off, how can you beat that? And I have never used an air fryer in my life, so I'm very excited today. You guys always see my Disney food videos where I recreate things, and I always have to use the oven to bake everything. So it's gonna be so cool that I can use this like giant thing. It's huge, and I think it'll be perfect. So let's do this together. We're gonna learn together, and I'm gonna show you everything about the Aukey Alpha Elite. I think I'm saying it right. Is it okay? Okay? Aukey? I don't know. What do you guys think? But it's so pretty. Let me show you up close. Here it is, hand comparison size. It's actually pretty huge. It has like rose gold details. Like, that's beautiful. Also, this whole thing right here is see-through, so when it's on, you'll be able to see the food cooking, and I'm very excited about that. So here's the inside. That's just without the inserts in it, and there's the little fan and heater, I guess. I don't even know how an air fryer works. So then we have the insert pot and the crisper plate. So I'm gonna have to definitely read the directions to see what I'll need to be using today, but here is the Alpha Elite in all its beauty. So cool. Look at all these settings that it has. We have max crisp, air fry, air broil, air grill, air roast, bake, dehydrate, and reheat. And it's all touchscreen, and it's really awesome. Let's get started on our first recipe. And you can see what I'm talking about, that you can see right inside. It's so cool. So the first recipe that we are going to be making is the Cheshire Cattail from Alice in Wonderland. And I don't know if you've seen this before, but they have it in Cheshire Cafe or something like that in Fantasyland by the Teacup Ride. But for some reason, I think that's been closed the past few months or year even from COVID, I don't know. But now they sell it in Cosmic Rays and over in Tomorrowland as a Cosmic Cattail. So Cheshire Cattail, Cosmic Cattail, just to keep it themed. Whatever you want to call it, it's the same kind of thing. It's basically just like a twisted puff pastry with pastry cream and chocolate chips inside, and then drizzled with pink and purple frosting. So that sounds so good, and I think it'll be pretty easy because I'm just gonna be using pre-made puff pastries to make my life easier, and hopefully this air fryer is gonna crisp that up to its buttery, flaky goodness. Buttery, flaky, crisp. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Okay, let's get started on the creme pat, or pastry cream. So here's the pastry cream. That was actually really easy to make. Now it just has to cool down. And while it's cooling, we're gonna set up the puff pastry. So let's do it. I'm just gonna get this pastry cream into this plastic bowl. It's so funny because we have to spread it out and put it in the fridge to cool so that it doesn't melt all up in the pastry. That smells really good. Into the fridge it goes. Okay, so I'm gonna put it on the bake setting, and they have pre-measured temperatures and times, so let's just see how that goes. We're gonna start to preheat it, and now let's get this puff pastry going. So everything has been chilling in the fridge for a little bit, and now I'm going to spread on the creme pat, and I'm gonna put so many chocolate chips, and we're gonna get it perfect. Ready? Let's go. Okay, now I have these very tiny, semi-sweet chocolate chips. They're gonna be perfect. Let's just go nuts. I'll probably just use the whole bag. Every last drop. Okay, now we fold it in half. Like that. It's so smushy. Wow. Okay, we're gonna spread it out. Okay, now we're gonna cut them into little strips. So the thing about the air fryer is that I can't fit all of these in there. I probably would be able to if I could put it in the oven on 2 different racks, so it's just gonna take a couple of turns in the air fryer to be able to like cook them all. So that's okay, but now we're gonna get to the fun part, which is twisting them and then getting all those chocolate chips to show so they pop out when they bake. Okay, so I'm gonna pick my favorites, which is definitely this one and this one, because they have the most chocolate chips. So I decided to put a parchment paper inside the air fryer just so it doesn't stick to the bottom. I don't know if the paper's gonna fly around, but let's see how many we could fit in here. Maybe let's start with 3. I really hope this works. Okay, we got them all twisted. They're looking good. Finally, I'm just gonna brush a little egg wash on them. Just give them a golden brown glow. Okay, now we're gonna close this menu all the way till we get to bake. It's gonna be on 325. I'm gonna make it 350, just to be safe. And I'll check it in between. So let's start. It's gonna go for 15 minutes. Oh my gosh. Look at that, we're gonna watch them bake. So while that's finishing up in there, I'm gonna make the purple and pink frostings to sprinkle on top. I'm just gonna use these tiny Ziploc bags to put them in, cut little holes at the end, and I'm just using regular frosting. You don't have to make your own. So this one makes it easy. It already has a purple and a pink. Perfect. Okay, these are definitely looking like they're almost done. I just don't want it to be raw. It's hard to know when to stop cooking them before you burn them, but they are bubbling so much. They look amazing. I can't believe this. Okay, it just beeped. It told me it was done, and now we're gonna open it up. Can you hear that? Wow, that is perfect looking. Oh my god, I'm just gonna let them sit in there and cool for a second, and then we're gonna get the frostings on them. I'm actually gonna put them on a wire rack. I'm definitely happy that I put the parchment paper because it got a little bit messy with the chocolate, so that is good to know. Okay, so the tails have cooled down now. I've got my 2 bags of pink and purple, and I'm just gonna go at it. Just across all of them. I have parchment underneath just so it doesn't make a mess on the counter, and let's do it. That's so fun! Oh my gosh, okay, these look amazing. I don't even know which one I wanna try. I think I wanna try this middle one. It's so perfect. Like, if you got this at the park, it would literally look like this. I don't know if it could have worked out any better. Look at those chocolate chips. look at the icing. It's so thin, it's so beautiful. Okay, let's just go right into the chocolatey part. Wow, I killed this. I don't think this could have turned out any better. Dream conclusion. I don't know if the park makes it better than me. Mine's pretty good. The air fryer did a perfect job of cooking this. Like, I'm blown away. The other ones are in there right now. I'll show you them all when they're done, and they're gonna be so pretty. Here's the second batch. I managed to squeeze 4 in there. They might be sticking together, but we'll get them apart and get them to cool, do the frosting. Recipe number 1 was a big success, and now we are moving on to the Mickey-shaped beignets. So I tried making Tiana's beignets in my Recreating Food from Disney Movies video, part 1, and they came out really bad. They were so dense on the inside, there were like no air bubbles, and I had to deep fry them, which is kind of gross. So I'm very excited to air fry my beignets because it'll be light, it'll be a little bit better for you, and I just hope it works. So the place that you can get these was usually Disneyland in the Mid-Julep Cafe area, I think, in New Orleans Square, and they were not available in Walt Disney World for the longest time, but they are available at Port Orleans French Quarter Resort. So that's where you can get the Mickey beignets, but I never went there, so it's time to make them ourselves. So I realized I just nonchalantly put an entire stick of butter in the recipe when it only called for 2 tablespoons. So I have to redo the wet ingredients. Let's get back to it. I can't decide which one I like better. This was a big win. It came out so perfectly, and I think it tastes just like the one in the park as I would imagine it. And the Mickey beignets are perfect in shape and they look amazing, but they kind of just taste like bread to me. I don't know if maybe if you don't deep fry them, they don't taste as like good and like, you know, like a treat. It tastes more like a sweet bread. But with the not Mickey shaped ones, I put them in a bag with powdered sugar and I shook them, and I feel like these are much more like classic beignets, and I'm definitely proud of that. So maybe it's just because these look too pretty, but I think they both came out amazing. The air fryer was so easy to use. I think that it's gonna make my life so much easier. Every time I cook something, I can just use this. If I wanna make french fries, if I wanna make chicken nuggets, a pizza, the possibilities are endless. So make sure you guys look in the description and use my code to get your 40% off, because this thing will be so great in your life. And they have this inclusion in the packet, and it has this code to scan if you want to do 100 recipes. It tells you exactly what setting to put it on, how much time, how to make it, all the other ingredients, and it's just really helpful, and I'm so excited that this new little baby is part of my kitchen family. So thank you for watching this video. More Disney vlogs to come very, very soon, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!